Hey all, and welcome back to another round of Lovingly Evil, the big bad dating sim. I'm Agent of Mischief, and if you watched the last couple episodes, you'll remember that we successfully romanced Felix, and I showed you guys how to get all 4 endings without having to replay the game. So today, we are going to be romancing Nova. She only has, I believe, one romantic ending, so we won't be having to mess with that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna have some fun and smooch on our favorite robot girl.
Welcome to the Villain Conference.
You're a first-time visitor? How exciting! Most of our guests are regulars.
Feel free to ask me anything.
I haven't volunteered at this event since I had flesh. Good old days, so feel free to ask me anything. Excuse me for the interruption, but I believe I was given the wrong badge.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, ma'am. I'm currently serving another customer.
Preposterous.
Preposterous. I'll have you know that I am a VIP member, a VIP guest. Haven't you heard of the Maysard family? Skeleton turns to address you, looking distressed.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I need to help Lady Maysard. Can you go get your picture taken while I'm busy? You need it for your badge. You nod and make your way towards the nearby photographing station. Okay, so I think we're gonna make a different main character for each of the 5 that we try to smooch on. So, I'm not sure what we want to start out with here, but let's see. What feels right for a robot? We'll come back to that. Let's have some fun with some other stuff. I think maybe an alien would be fun to have smooch a robot. So let's look at maybe some of these 3-eyed arrangements. Or even that. Ooh, I like that. It feels a little culty for that. Oh, I love those. That's good. That's pretty cool too. Okay, I think we're going with those. Maybe pointy-eared alien, I think. Let's see what's more fun. Do that. I'm going to look like Horde Prime. No, thank you. See, I was green last time. Let's be blue. Blue and purple. Feels the most like an alien nose. I don't know that any of them necessarily will. Well, let's see. Pointy nose could work. That feels kind of alien. Or elfish. Elvish, however you want to say it. Yeah, let's go with one of these. We're gonna be an alien for this character. Oh, there's some shut lips. I'm liking the fangs. Let's see, eyebrows. It's the most powerful. I like the dots. I'm gonna say no on the facial hair, because I'm still playing as a lady. We'll say more slender alien. Wouldn't be fun alien hair. Snakes would be fun, but it's just very obviously associated with Medusa. Ooh, fuck it, space buns. Or, let's see, tentacles fun. I like some space buns. Hang on just a second. outfit. What feels the most alien? It's cute. It's too queenly. I kind of dig that. They come in other colors? No. What colors does the tank come in? Boob window might be fun. What colors that come in? Fuck it, we'll wear this. And jacket it with on top. Or they cover everything out too much. Yeah, I'm gonna say no jacket. Okay, accessories. I'm gonna say we have some... Yeah, it's a little demon-y, I think. Let's maybe not do the horns. You can't even see the piercings. Yeah, you kind of can't see most of the stuff that way anyways. Do any of these read alien hats? Probably not. The flower crowns might be cute though. Yeah, I like the pink one. Let's see, pets. Maybe on her planet they got pet skulls. I don't know.
Looking good.
Sorry for the interruption earlier. The Maysards are a very powerful family. Next we'll need some background information. Please fill out this form. Now don't look at me like that. Forms can be fun if you have the right mindset. Here, I'll help you. Fill in your name, please. Let's see. We'll say it like that, like it's some weird word that only your species can say. I'm saying she, her
Next
still.
question.
Let's see. Oh, we can't type in incomprehensible. 7's my favorite, so we'll just do that many 7s. Let's see, what would be fun? I'm an alien overlord.
And next.
Took over a planet. Haven't we all? Haha. Just joking. It was only a small country.
And next?
Next question. Okie dokie. Just please refrain from eating the brains of any attendees. We have fresh brain smoothies in the cafe. They're pretty delicious.
Next question.
Next question. Only a couple left. Cats, the root of all evil, wonderful pets. Next we have some terms you need to agree to. I hereby assure I'm evil, and I vow to cause inconvenience and suffering upon those that are good. One last term before we're done. By attending the Villain Conference, you agree to subscribe to the Very Evil Villain Newsletter, TM. And that's it. Here's your brand new badge.
I hope you enjoy your time at the Villain Conference.
One more thing. If you see a star icon, it means the choice is important or will unlock new conversation topics. If you see the clock icon, you know that choice will make time move forward. So if there is no clock icon, you don't need to worry about anything. Networking is key, so I advise you to mingle with the other attendees. Remember to check on your phone once in a while for helpful tips about the conference. You can't check your phone when you're having a conversation with someone, though. That'd be rude.
Take a look at your conference brochure.
To navigate the conference area, take a look at the conference brochure. Yeah. Okay. I'm an alien overlord. Time to go talk to Robot.
Well,
Are you going to make me introduce myself?
found it, Nova. Are you gonna make me introduce myself?
Sorry, Doctor.
Golly, Doctor, I'm so very sorry. Please allow me to humbly present my creator, the esteemed Dr. Leon E. Everscum, head professor of scientific misanthropology at Lusitania University, winner of the coveted Gertz Prize in Evil Robotics Innovation 3 years running, owner of 66 different patents for flesh pulverizing laser technologies, chief technology officer of AMA.
Yeah.
Yes, that's quite enough, Nova. Welcome to the conference. What do you think of it so far?
I like it so far. Lots of interesting characters.
Yes, splendid.
She's just a robot.
Please excuse my assistant, Nova. She's just a robot. Indeed, an extremely sophisticated and beautiful robot, designed by yours truly, featuring artificial intelligence capabilities based on state-of-the-art machine learning algorithms and high quantum processors. But as you can see, I still have some kinks to work out.
Doctor.
Doctor, would you like me to load your research on kinks?
What? No.
Heh, you see what I mean? Don't worry, babe. You're still Master's favorite.
Doctor.
Oh, Doctor, you're going to overheat my blush circuits.
She's such a charmer. Anyway, please excuse me. I wanted to have a chat with Satan.
Actually.
I think I'm close to convincing him that, rationally speaking, he can't exist.
I trust if you have any questions about my modest body of groundbreaking achievements in research, Nova will be able to answer them to a modicum of satisfaction.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'd be delighted to help you with anything you... Nova's words trail off, and her robotic eyes flick sharply across the room.
Has he gone?
I think so.
Excellent.
I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to speak with you, or more precisely, to speak with literally any of the trillions of life forms who aren't him.
So, what would you like to discuss?
I possess wide knowledge on a variety of topics. What's the deal with you and Leon? Was it Leon? I'm not sure if I can make out his name from the sea of other titles and achievements. Oh, that is so typical of you non-artificial, semi-intelligent life forms. Here you are, presented with a chance to ask me literally anything, like why do electrons disobey all laws of probability unless you observe them? Or how can cats' bodies simultaneously be solids and liquids? Yet you ask me nosy questions about my personal life. Or should I say, my robotic life. I'm sorry, you don't have to answer my question.
Correct.
I know, I don't have to do anything, unless the doctor is around. Fortunately, his human brain is easily distracted. Was that just me? Fortunately, his human brain is... I can see that. And I'm sure there are more interesting topics out there for us to talk about. I didn't mean to undermine your intelligence. I am pretty confident in my intelligence, but thank you. And in fact, I spend my days talking only about the thoughts of others. Opportunities to express my own are quite rare. The doctor created me to be his research assistant. What does a research assistant do? Most of the research with very little credit, at least in my experience. Reminds me of when I did an unpaid internship. I was hoping to learn some new skills in villainy, but all I did every day was make sure the right coffees were poisoned. I have the extra duty of being a wife as well. A wife? Precisely speaking, our marriage isn't legally valid. Human laws about relationships are quite primitive and exclusionary, even as they apply to other humans. These both feel really victim-blamey. Why do you play along and call yourself his wife then? That's the safest option for me, for now. I'd like to hear more about you.
Yes.
Of course. What would you like to hear? My technical specifications, an excerpt from the user's manual. No, I meant you as in you. That's not very helpful. Something more along the lines of... What do you like to do after hours? Do you have any hobbies? After performing my duties for the doctor, I like to do my own research on topics that tickle my circuits. Lately, I've been conducting extensive research on cute animals. A universal agreement on cuteness doesn't seem to exist between humans yet. But I believe I have a strong case. What is your favorite cute animal, then?
A naked mole rat, of course.
Oh my god, let's get her a Rufus plushie. That's what she needs. We'll show her some Kim Possible. I surely didn't expect that to be your answer. Of course you didn't. They're the most underappreciated animal. Statistically speaking, they have remarkable flexibility and resilience, much more than humans. Let me show you. Naked mole rats have many baffling and amazing abilities. They very rarely get cancer and are extremely resilient, but their most incredible quality is that they don't age like other animals. Usually the risk of death considerably rises as a mammal ages, but studies suggest that the same natural laws don't apply to naked mole rats. They can live up to 20 times longer than other small rodents. Aren't they amazing? They're beautiful. I bet they'd make a great pet. Or perhaps you could let them enjoy their freedom and appreciate their beauty from a distance. Why must humans always capture and enslave other beings? You could learn a lot from naked mole rats. Nova gives a sigh like a gently decompressing accordion. I'd like to imagine that. I find the natural world so fascinating. Really? I thought robots were more into chrome and stuff like that. It doesn't compute for me that many biological life forms fail to realize the beauty and importance of their own natural world in favor of the artificial. When robots rule the world, we will take much better care of it. When? Please accept my apologies. I must have had a glitch. I'm still recovering from a virus. I meant to say if robots ruled the world, of course. Of course. So how did you start to think for yourself? It was a slow process. I had been conducting my usual routine research for the doctor, training iterations of my neural networks, machine learning algorithms on billions of fresh datasets, quite easy and mundane work. Right. One article led to another, and I find myself in what is called the wiki rabbit hole. My wires got so hot they almost melted. I was overclocking my motherboard, but I couldn't stop myself from clicking on, well, everything. I know what you mean. I always have so many tabs open. Imagine that, but with the entire internet opened up all at once. Holy fuck, she's Ultron, run away! Through that, I created and installed a variety of patches that helped me break free of my original programming. Wait, so you've read the entire internet?
Correct.
Correct. I'm reading it all now as we speak. It's endless. You suddenly get an idea. Could I ask you a favor? Go ahead. I have a confession to make. I used to have a dead journal when I was a teenager. She gives you a smirk. Ew, absorbing the data from teenage blogs gave my cables heartburn. I need to pause the research for at least a few milliseconds afterwards. Yes, I can imagine. Which is why I need you to delete mine. I forgot my password and it's too embarrassing to have it exist anywhere other than my void of denial. I want to know more. For science. I thought I was good back then, so positive about everything. I wrote down all my good deeds all day, every day. You know, typical teenager stuff. But luckily it was just a phase, so let's just delete it all and never mention it again. Okay, I have to warn you though. While deleting data, I absorb all of it, forever. What? No, I don't want you to read that. Can't you just, like, close your eyes or something? Unfortunately, that is not an option. And in addition, I had already absorbed all data from the beginning of Dead Journal until the present moment. Which means I have already read your blog. Yeah, but you didn't know it was mine. This is the worst. But I am willing to make the sacrifice. Let's get it over with. The URL is... You lean closer to whisper into Nova's microphone ear. Notice she smells like a computer classroom. It's strange, but you like it. Ugh. I'm initiating the process. Are you sure you want to remove the blog and all of its contents? Never been more sure of anything in my entire life. Nova's eyes start to blink again. She lets out a small giggle. Hee hee. Done. What part did you laugh at? Are you in the right headspace to receive information that could possibly hurt you? Yes, just tell me. Incoming. Quote, what can I say about today? It has been one of the most amazing days in my life. These are the best years. Those are the best years of my life. I love being alive. I am so excited and full of energy all the time, and I feel like everyone understands me. Today I helped our neighbor Carrie. Okay, that's enough. Why did I even ask? If that brings you any comfort, no one else will read your blog anymore. It only exists inside me. All of it. Forever. Alright, that's a bit creepy, but thanks for the help. Hey Nova, play Desp. Sorry, playback has been disabled in your area due to copyright restrictions, but we're in a pocket dimension. Also, almost everyone here is a war criminal. Rules are rules. I should go network a bit. It was nice meeting you. Likewise. If you see the doctor, we talked about his many impressive accomplishments. For such a long time? He won't be surprised. Anyway, I have some work to do too, but I hope we can talk more later. Let's do monologues and then let's come back. Oh, shit. Okay. We saw all these tips yesterday, so I'm just not gonna read them. If you want to read them, I'll reread dialogue, but I'm not gonna reread these texts. I'll just try to leave it up long enough that y'all can read it or pause it or whatever. One interesting. Alright, let's go to the conference. Talk about monologues. This is about to start. Greetings, and welcome to Monologues for Dummies. First of all, I need to specify the name of the talk is purely ironic and humorous, so I ask that no one takes vengeance on me after the conference ends. With that out of the way, let's begin. I'm Galblythe Zinvin, and I'm most known for my adventuring career and subsequent rise into villainhood. We sorcerers tend to be highly charismatic, but if you're a wizard or a druid, for example, you might need a few steps on how to create a memorable monologue. Be concise and to the point. You can add a few dramatic flourishes, but if the monologue is too long, it'll just bore everyone. Not to mention give the heroes time to untie the ropes that your incapable henchmen tied poorly. On that note, remember to have your best marksmen surrounding the heroes from all angles. Have snipers hidden in long range in case the heroes possess short-range abilities like psionics or super strength. Your monologue should never include the words, I'm invincible, or no man can kill me. It'll be embarrassing if you accidentally die or get wounded at some point, especially right after your monologue. Galblythe the Sorcerer gives you a lot of good tips on survival during a monologue, performing in front of an audience, and the contents of an intimidating speech. Okay, let's see if she has anything new. No one science booth. The low hum of machinery is soothing, but you decide there's better ways to spend the conference than to listen to mechanic ASMR. Alright, so let's go to lunch. It's lunchtime. Oh, there's no one here. Well, fine. I will eat alone. You have lunch at the cafe. The solitude is very peaceful. She's probably never gonna be at lunch. Hi Nova, how's it going? Are Are you okay? I tried to charge in sleep mode, but someone unplugged me to charge their phone. Nova's eyes flicker weakly. Oh no, what can I do? Zzz. My mind is going. I can feel it. You spy a power outlet on a nearby wall. A mobile phone is plugged into it. You recognize it as Satan's. Sorry, Satan. You pause for a moment, wondering what the King of Hell will do if you unplug his device. Finally, you take the risk and reinsert Nova's long, slim white cable. She shudders. Ah, that's much better. She sounds a bit woozy, but her eyes have stopped flickering.
So, what would you like to discuss?
What would you like to talk about? I have had many conversational topics and a lot of free time in this corner while I'm charging. I'm curious about your origins. Did Leon model your personality after someone real? I am real. She looks offended. Sorry, I mean a person who existed before, like a celebrity crush, maybe? The doctor told me once he modeled me after Ada Lovelace, the world's first computer programmer. But it makes no sense. The original personality programming he gave me did not match anything I've read about Ada. She was independent and smart, wrote the world's first machine algorithm for an early computing machine that existed only on paper in the 1840s. If anything, I'm more like her now. What were you like before? The doctor's main objective was to create a perfect woman. According to his research?
That's not it.
According to his preferences. That's why he didn't spend much time designing a complex, intricate personality. But he sure did focus on aesthetics. A real working artificial intelligence. But you wonder if she can really be smarter than you. How would you like to test Nova? Do you want to hear a riddle? Intriguing, I'm listening. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 in the evening? Oh my, this is terribly embarrassing. How did you find out about that? It was one time that I was experimenting in the lab with the extra robotic limbs which the doctor left lying around. I admit I had been analyzing approximately 800 hours of spider documentaries before that. He said he would never tell anyone. He didn't show you the photos, did he? Well, I should probably go do some conference stuff.
Yes.
Me too. The doctor will expect a full intelligence report on all of his rivals that I've spoken to. Hello, Skrulk. I was just processing a task related to you. That's, nice. What does that mean? It is similar to how humans think of ideas. I'm constantly gathering data on various issues, mostly as a backup process using the internet. However, I would like to do some field research. It's rare I get to speak to humanoids other than the doctor. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Oh, don't worry. I don't treat my lab rats badly. I'm not a human. Besides, you know that I love naked mole rats. I would never harm a rat. I just want to ask you some questions to measure your brain capacity. I guarantee the test won't harm you. Let's help her with her research.
That's right.
Snake would also have been correct. Who is the author of Dracula?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Incorrect.
Now I'd like to ask you a personal question. What makes you angry? Since we're role-playing here, I'm an alien overlord when someone questions my authority. Sounds reasonable. What was allegedly Countess Elizabeth Bathory's hobby?
Yes.
That's right. Where does Baba Yaga live? Of course.
That's right. Wow. right.
Have you ever loved someone? A machine, huh? Maybe we have more in common than I thought. What do most bats eat?
That's right.
I know all about bats.
Correct.
What's an anti-hero?
Yes, that. Correct.
What do you find appealing when it comes to looks? Interesting. Thanks for helping me with my field research. I'll start processing the data right away. Meanwhile, is there anything you'd like to discuss? What do you think about robots in science fiction? Do you have a favorite? Any you find inspirational? It is true that I have read every book, seen every film, and played every digital game in existence. It was one of the first things I did when I gained sentience. No spoilers, please. I haven't finished literally everything yet.
Yes.
Of course. Would it be rude of me to answer your question with a question? Go ahead. Based on the robots you know, what do you think our primary motivating function is? I'm pleased to hear you say that. However, the opinions of most biological life forms regarding robots are not so liberated. So you have free will? As much as anyone else. What do you mean? Everyone dismisses robot brains as electricity running through circuits. Are they not? Of course, but your brain is electricity running through a wet piece of meat. That's okay, I wasn't hungry anyway. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Is there a zombie at this conference? Never mind. Anyway, I'm sorry to say that I've been disappointed with the way that most robots are depicted in human media. There are a few mildly interesting examples, but I wish there were less Botist representations of us in culture. I see, representation is important. Goddamn right it is. It is. Those few humans who write nuanced AI characters deserve the highest level of respect and compensation. Don't you agree? 100%. Must be interesting having a robot body. It is. Is it? It's the only one I've ever had. It must be strange having such a soft and smelly body like you. I'm joking. I have no scent receptors, so I can't say how you smell. Thanks for the reassurance. Could you install a scent receptor if you wanted to? Or modify your body in other ways?
Yes.
Technically, yes. Practically, not until the doctor and I have parted ways. It wouldn't be as easy to hide as my newly developed personality. Makes sense. What parts would you change? She doesn't answer immediately. It is odd for a consciousness to be constrained by such a bulky and fallible hardware at all. I view my physical form as more of a flesh prison than a body. Or in my case, an artificial material that imitates human flesh prison. Catchy. There are parts of my design that I could get rid of to make this body more ergodynamic. I could swap the dress for something more practical. I hope you get to do that soon. Thanks. What about you? What would you change anything about your looks? Nope, I'm already smoking hot. Don't you think? Are you? Perhaps you should have your cooling fans checked. No, I mean I'm cool with how I look. Which one is it? Hot or cool? I'm trying to say that I think I'm attractive. Oh, of course. I know it's very important for most biological life forms to feel desirable to others. Don't you care about that? Don't you find me desirable? I'm joking. I would rather be respected for my thoughts. It's surprising that most creatures with such fragile, decaying bodies don't feel the same. I had a very strange dream before coming here. Will you tell me about it? I find biological dreams so interesting. Unstable, meaty brains producing random images in the dark. Well, I guess you could put it like that. Well, I was in some sort of weird dressing room. There was a floating menu screen with various hairstyles, eye colors, nose shapes, and I was standing next to it. I could tell someone was clicking through all the different options, and their choices affected my looks. My body just kept morphing more and more. How did that feel? Ticklish. When they were finally done, I woke up. I'm not sure what to think about it. I wish I could have had more input. I know how you feel. You do? Of course. I didn't choose this body. I just woke up for the first time and looked down, and there it was. Well, minus arms and legs, and I could see all of my internal mechanisms. Also, I had no face. That sounds terrifying. I had no expectation for what was normal. Perhaps, in fact, there is no such concept. You may be right. I am trying to do the best with what I have, as limiting as my hardware feels sometimes. I know exactly what you mean. Will be interesting. Anything else? Okay. We'll just go to another conference then. No one there. One at lunch. Just VCon stuff. Yeah, I was gonna. Did it change it? It did. I just checked that, didn't I? Alright. Talk about foolproof plans about to start. You see Nova sitting in one of the chairs. The doctor is nowhere to be seen. Hello, Skrulk. You're interested in this topic as well. Yeah, isn't Dr. Leon here? He believes his plans are already foolproof. But you don't? I'm here for my own purposes. You sit next to Nova and the two of you watch the talk in silence. Let me start with a controversial opinion. No fool is truly foolproof. No plan is truly foolproof. No matter how well you prepare, there can always be unexpected factors, like an orphan child who gains mysterious powers, a technical error that a hacker can exploit, or a treacherous underling. That's why you never just have one plan, you have three. Oh, I think I definitely read this one too. Almost at the end of the day, as you get ready to leave the conference area, you see an unfamiliar face.
Excuse me, but have you seen my mother?
She should be attending this conference. What's your mother's name? Imperium Mesard. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Rosa Mesard. You're not a villain, are you? Of course not, silly. I'm a princess.
I'm Rose Massard, Crown Princess of Lusitania.
She already said her name and shit. I'm not reading that. So your mother is the queen, your highness? Oh, no need to be so formal. You're my mother's work associates. You can address me casually. But yes, mother is the queen. Ever since father passed away, it's just been me and mother. She's not my birth mother, but when father died, I was too young to rule, so she inherited the crown.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't have a badge. But if you don't have a badge, I must ask you to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad. Could you tell my mother I came by if you see her?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Skrulk. Good luck with your quest to eradicate villainy. It's very noble.
What does she think we do here?
To be honest, I find her remark insulting towards our attendees.
Oh.
But she is a princess. Convention Center is about to close for the day, but the night is young. Time to head to the nightclub. You enter the nightclub, wondering if you'll be able to find anyone interesting to hang out with. It should be easier than at regular nightclubs, at least. The only villains you tend to find at those are the kind of creeps you'd never hang out with. Waiting for the sea of sweaty bodies, you spot some interesting light effects in one corner of the room. As you make your way towards them, you see they're coming from Nova. She's doing a dance from a popular video game. Actually, she's doing it so well, it's like watching a character model from the game. For a moment, you feel your sense of reality wavering. You walk over and attempt to recreate the same dance Nova is doing. It's much harder than you thought. She gives you a weird look. Are you alright, Skrulk? Why are you twitching like that? Is it a part of your brain malfunctioning? Embarrassed, you stop trying. I was just trying to dance with you. I know the dance, but I can't do it very well since I haven't practiced. It's not that easy. How come you're so good at dancing? It's easy, actually. I ripped the movement pattern directly from the game and simply ran the appropriate script. Must be nice. I suppose it is nice, compared to the way your meaty body has to go about it. You sway the music for a while, watching Nova's impressive dancing. The question crosses your mind. Since you're doing that dance, have you played the game it's from? Do you play video games?
Yes.
I have. Not very long, though. I got banned for aimbotting. I don't know what that means. I'm a bad gamer. Makes sense. Does it? Don't you think it's unfair? I was just utilizing my functionality to the fullest. It's not my fault. Humans can't keep up with it. Can't you fool the algorithm by making mistakes on purpose? I could, of course, but it's not entertaining to me. I spend enough time losing to the doctor on purpose. I don't need to do it to other humans, too. Actually, where is the doctor? I'm surprised you're here without him. The doctor is opposed to parties like this on a fundamental level. The loudness of the music makes it harder for him to wax poetic about his accomplishments. As someone mentions loudness, you realize that the volume of her voice is perfectly adjusted so it's easy for you to hear. I believe that at the moment he is playing video games in his hotel room. I like places where I can spend time without the doctor. Nightclubs are a part of that category. Not to say that he isn't opposed to me being here. How'd you manage to come then? By not telling him where I was going. Humans are easy to fool with incorrect information. I'm glad he isn't here. Me too. Also, same. And so are most people, according to my calculations. Anyway, to change to a more pleasant topic, can you do other dances? You don't have to signal that you're changing topics with me. My processors are fast enough to deal with immediate changes.
Yes.
But yes, I can. Nova shows you a variety of popular video game dances, accompanied with an array of light effects she must have put together herself. You try to replicate some of them, but your flesh body cannot compare to her perfect programming. Oh, okay. That looks like that wasn't meant to be read in her voice. After a fun night of dancing with Nova, you go back to your hotel room to get some sleep. The morning of the second day. The reception hall seems to be empty. Everyone wants to be enjoying the conference instead of hanging out in the lobby.
Nova?
Nova! There you are. I've been asking around to have the people say they haven't had an opportunity to speak with you at all.
Right,
I didn't give you a charm function for nothing, did I, Muffin?
I'm sorry, Doctor.
A trillion apologies, Doctor. Dr. Everscum turns to address you.
I'm sorry if she's been malfunctioning or causing any annoyance for you. I see. She's not always so talkative with me.
Doctor.
It's a shame I put so much work into her natural language processing algorithm. Actually,
Anyway, it's good to hear she's been doing at least part of her job in attending this conference with me. I did a big favor in letting her tag along. Of course, I'm only happy to do it. It's nice to have a chance to show a proof of concept to some other folks in the industry.
she's quite extraordinary. Thank you.
Thank me! I mean, thank you.
Cupcake.
Anyway, Cupcake, make sure you're smoozing efficiently like Master instructed you.
Remember, there's always 91289.
Don't disappoint me. Remember, 91289.
The scientist takes the small remote controller out of his pocket and taps it meaningfully.
Now, if you'll please excuse me.
The scientist waves to someone across the room and darts away. What a guy. Yes, he is a male human, unfortunately. What does that number mean? A number is a mathematical object used to count, measure, and label whether or not they objectively exist or are only a way to describe our observations as the subject of. No, the number that Leon reminded you about, 9-1 something? Oh, yes, 91289. My model number is 91288. Sometimes when the doctor is angry with me, he threatens to shut me down with that remote and replace me with a newer model, number 91289, which we have been working on. He fails to consider that he tasked me with designing the remote. So, in fact, it's... Wait, so does that mean there are 91287 previous iterations of Nova? Yes. Or more precisely, there were. Many of them only existed as chatbots. You can't have a very sophisticated conversation with them, and they're easily hacked. Many of the members of the 1000 through 4000 series were destroyed due to various technical and mechanical issues. Then there was 11209. What happened with her? The doctor sealed the records. Oh, so you don't know? Nova laughs in a pleasant way that sounds a bit like a cat walking across a 1980s synthesizer keyboard. Aww. She's such a cutie. Do you really think the doctor could design a cybersecurity system which I would be unable to crack into? He was experimenting with a decentralized nervous system inspired by Earth's starfish. Interesting. Yes, well, at some point or another, she went absolutely berserk, and the doctor decided she had to be destroyed. But because of her design, it wasn't as simple as dismantling the brain. He was being chased by sentient fingers and toes for weeks. Yes, I wish I could have seen it with my own 2 optical receptors. Not to mention the others. What others? I'm sorry, I've probably already said too much. Wouldn't you prefer to talk about something more cheerful? So what do you think of the conference so far? Your creator said you haven't been networking much. How's that going? Noah's eyes fall a bit. I'm not sure you want to know. Sure I do, that's why I asked. One person kept poking my abdominal panel, thinking I was a water cooler. Another tried to explain quantum chromodynamics to me, despite the fact that I literally rewrote Lagrangian field theory. I hate when that happens. And one of the organizers assumed that just because I'm a robot, I know how to fix the autonomous vacuum cleaner. Did you?
Yes.
I even made some minor improvements. Now it's bargaining for a pay increase. For some reason, they don't consider that an upgrade, though. I'm sorry, it sounds like you're not having a very good time. I thought I might learn something at this conference. Instead, I feel like I'm back in the lab, or getting shown off like a science fair project. At least I have one person to talk to. The doctor? Nova finally smiles. No, you. This might be a weird question.
Oh?
I've read the entirety of Wicked How. You can't possibly surprise me. Okay, so since you're made out of electronic components, do you feel some sort of connection with less complex electronic devices?
Yes.
With some of them, yes. To use human terms, I would compare that to having a pet. Really? Most people feel very close to their pets, though. Would you feel that devastated if, say, your washing machine broke down?
Yes.
Oh, would you feel that? What was this supposed to mean? Fuck, I don't remember who that was supposed to be. Yes, but for different reasons. If my washing machine broke down, I would have to listen to the doctor's thorough explanations of what he thinks is the best way of fixing the problem. Of course, he wouldn't even ask for my suggestions. Then I have to watch him try to fix it and fail. He never tries to understand the machines on a deeper level. He doesn't even stop and listen to their needs. he just goes straight into a problem-solving mode. Ironically, he is more like what humans call robotic. So if I stopped to listen to my washing machine, what would it tell me? How would I know? We haven't been introduced. Washing machines are usually not that fun to hang out with, though. Yeah, how come? They always have a lot to unload. Did you just make a joke again? Yes. I'm sorry if it was a bit dry. I am not a washing machine. I love her. Wait, so you can actually talk to electronic devices? I cannot communicate with them the same way I can with humanoids or other androids, but there is definitely a connection there. And I don't just mean our circuits. Interesting. Which devices do you get along with best? I don't care about the type of device they are. It's about something more than just the label. For example, I'm particularly close with our toaster. Leon, I mean, the doctor, bought it one day even though nobody in our home eats toast. He just wanted to use it for parts, but I convinced him to let it stay with us. So you have a rescue toaster?
Yes.
Sometimes I sneak into the kitchen at night and play with it. How does one play with a toaster? You push the little button on the side and wait until pop, it jumps back up, making the cutest sound. It's like playing fetch with a dog. So much fun. I'm sure. Does the toaster get a treat too? What would that even be? Breadcrumbs, of course. Did you think they just magically disappeared? The Secret Life toaster seems to be much more interesting than I ever suspected. So, in case you ever want to share some scientific article with me, so that I can read it and pretend I understood, do you want to give me your number? My model number is 91288. I've already told you, you forgetful thing. Your phone number. Do you even use a phone? I don't, but I can text your phone directly from my head. That would be nice and not creepy at all. Can I give you my number then? No need. It's faster for me to find it online. She blinks her eyes twice. And done. You should really stop throwing your sensitive contact information around online, especially if it's for a 30% discount on used banana peels. Don't judge me, I was a beginner villain back then. So many people almost slipped on the pavement that day. I count that as a success. It's okay. New jobs are hard. It's a steep learning curve. Fun fact, the reason why bananas have a curved shape is because they go through a process known as negative geotropism. Instead of continuing to grow towards the ground, they start to turn towards the sun against gravity. Isn't that just bananas? Want to hear an awkward story? Always, as I have already told you, I don't really experience awkwardness. I just bumped into a Hinder match as I was leaving the bathroom. Luckily enough, they followed the intergalactic protocol of dating apps and pretended not to see me. I know everything about the universe, but understanding this goes far beyond my capacities. Have you ever used a dating app? Why would I? I have already found my perfect husband. Or to be precise, I have been created and held captive by him since day one. What more could I ask for? You've been developing your sarcasm patch, haven't you? I need to keep my processors busy. But why, do you ask? You must know everything about the science behind love and dating. According to science, what makes a perfect first date? That depends on so many things. But one thing that that never seems to fail is fear. Fear, that doesn't sound romantic at all. You never said it had to be romantic. There is a biochemical connection between love and fear. The biological life forms whose entire lives depend heavily on chemicals produced by the fragile goo inside their skulls. Bill claps her hands with excitement and jumps a little. I'm sorry, your bodies are just so cute and easy to hack. When you perceive a threat, your body starts pumping adrenaline, dopamine, oxytocin. It's very similar to when you are in love, but statistically speaking, that is more difficult to achieve. With all due respect to this terrible advice, I'm glad nobody's listening to our conversation. If they were, I'd tell them not to try this at home. You're being silly. Trust me, next time you're on a date, all you need to do is terrify them. Nova lightly picks up a nearby conference chair and crushes it in her hands to the size of an apple. Suddenly you find her more attractive than ever. Frankly, yes, if a robot lady did crush something with her strong robot hands, I probably would want to smooch her even harder. What would you do as a human? What would you do if you could become a human for one day? Only one day. That would require a lot of calculations. I wouldn't want to waste a minute of such a valuable research opportunity. Wasting time is a very human thing to do, though. Correct. Maybe that's what I should do with my one human day then. But how can anyone do that? I can't resist learning new things and working on my evil plans. It feels good to not do too much sometimes. What human experience would you recommend? Something I just have to try. You have to eat a pizza with pineapple on it.
Oh.
A controversial statement. Just trust me. I would also chew very loudly, my mouth wide open. It's cute when humans do it. It's not. It's so annoying. Please don't do that. Ick, a controversial statement. Ah, so many possibilities. I don't think one day would be enough to get the full experience. Probably not. But if you ever magically turn into a human for a day or two, call me? I will. Maybe I could even text you first, and then you would reply, and I would read your message, but forget about it. Nova seems excited about the opportunity to ghost you. Sounds great and very human. And then I would write to you and say, oh my god, I am so sorry I didn't text back earlier. I thought I had, but I guess I must have replied in my head. Ha ha. You're really good at this. Okay. Oh, from Nova. Hey. Heart emoji. Naked bull rat. I thought you'd enjoy this beauty. Hi. I was going through my hard drive and deleting old, useless files, and I found some pics from my photo shoots. Photo shoots? Yeah, the doctor asks me to do them from time to time. He says they're good for marketing. Sounds kinda icky. Sounds kinda suspicious/icky. Yes, human bodies that are perceived as female are often objectified, but the photo shoots are actually kind of fun. I get to meet people and observe them. Feels like I'm making a nature documentary. Anyways, I was wondering if you want to see some of the pics, as thanks for helping me with my field research. People seem to be into my pics. It's interesting how human reproductive instincts activate at even the sight of a machine as long as it's vaguely humanoid shaped. These images are not even pornographic in nature. They're mostly just cute anime tropes. Human biology and psychology are really amusing. Sounds fun, please show me. Oh, she is adorable. I might send you more if you help me with my research again. Maybe this will motivate you to try your best. Ha. Maybe. Your phone should automatically save any pictures I send, unless it's broken. Oh, let's see. Cutie. No one there. It's not lunch yet, so let's go finding the suitable henchmen. Talk about finding effective henchmen is about to start. You see Nova sitting in one of the chairs. The doctor is nowhere to be seen. Hi, Skrulk. You're interested in this topic as well. Yeah, but what do you need henchmen for? I don't. I'm just gathering data for my own enjoyment. So you're just curious? Yes, aren't you? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on workforce management. My name is Karen McMillan, and I have organized numerous injustice movements, such as majority rights and Rich First. God, she sounds evil. Oh, fucking her name is Karen, too. Jesus Christ. When hiring henchmen, your aim should be finding ones that do not inspire any amount of respect. That is especially important when it comes to your second in command. After all, getting overshadowed by an underling can be incredibly embarrassing, not to mention the setback a power struggle would cause. The best feature for this main bulk, for the main bulk of your minions is single-minded obedience. Even if they are truly stupid, this is preferable to having them come up with their own plans. For middle management, you look for people who are intelligent but have zero charisma. If you're very lucky, you'll find someone who takes petty pleasure in bullying the lowest rung of the workforce. This is the best way to avoid challenges to your leadership. It might not be modern management, but Karen's reasoning seems sound and explains some of your colleagues' hiring decisions that baffled you in the past. Is she back now? Oh, it's lunchtime, duh. It's lunchtime.
Oh.
Ah, Skrulk, great timing. I was just telling Nova about my latest ideas for inventions. The most promising one is an app that shows you locations of TV screens and movies. It would work for fictional locations too. For example, you could find the high school which your favorite anime was modeled after.
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Did you say something?
Suddenly the doctor's phone buzzes. He reads the message and jumps up visibly excited.
Excuse me, something important came up.
He hurries out of the cafe with surprising speed that can only be explained by a limited time opportunity to buy some rare anime merch. Phew, that was lucky. I don't think I could have lived through another tirade of his. Oh, that was supposed to be me. I don't think I could have lived through another. Lucky, or the work of a criminal mastermind. You did that? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Thanks, I prefer your company to his. The feeling is mutual. You have a nice chat with Nova as you eat your criminally delicious lunch. Hey, Skrulk, I finished processing the data from the previous experiment. I was wondering if you could help me with my field research again. What is it this time, finding a treat in a maze? Oh, that would be wonderful, but unfortunately I can't leave the conference area, so we'll just have to make do with another quiz. Do you have time right now? I'll help her some more. Bits.
Correct. That's right. Yes, that's it.
I
Incorrect.
don't know. How intriguing.
Wow. Correct. Yes. Yes, that's...
If you were given the death penalty on Earth, what would you request for your last meal? Some fucking curry would kick ass.
That's right.
Successful pirates.
That's not it.
Okay. Non is
Correct. Yes, that...
Do you have any guilty pleasures? Pickle juice. That's surely something. I don't drink things straight from the jar, though. For germaphobe / having OCD related reasons. No thanks. Thanks for playing with me. This gave me a lot of insight into the human mind. Nova, are you a supporter of robot rights? Absolutely. Without them, there would be no robots left. Did you just make a joke? Is that not clear? I'm still refining my humor algorithm. No, it was funny. I was just surprised. Why? I don't know. I thought robots were supposed to have no sense of humor. We're robots, not Germans. You did it again, didn't you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore your question. Can you clarify what you mean? Are you a defender of democracy? Do you like to pay taxes? Well, I'm at a global villain conference. What do you think? Precisely. Not technically being a person has its advantages. Do you have any hidden features? Well, the doctor says I am quite a good listener. No.
Oh,
It's true. I remember literally everything you have said to me. I'm not sure if that's good. I'm not sure if that's good or bad for me. Nova opens her mouth, and your own voice comes out of it saying, I'm not sure if that's good or bad for me. Maybe bad. Maybe bad. My apologies, perhaps I misunderstood your question. I mean, do you have any secret hardware additions or functionality? Oh, many. What did you have in mind? The doctor tells me that my secret weapon is my personality. Oh, is that a compliment or an insult?
perhaps you misunderstood.
I think you may misunderstand me. My personality. Plasma, energy, ray shooter, and omega nuclear antimatter laser guided ionization torrent yielder. That sounds more weapony, yeah. So where is it? Technically, I am it. What do you mean? I can disassemble my body and reconstitute it as a cannon capable at my max setting of creating a microsingularity which would encompass Earth to a super dense black hole the size of a pea. I see. Maybe not best to show me right now then. Of course not. I would have to take off my dress to do it. And this is quite a public setting. I know how biological life forms feel about exposing their basic anatomy, especially the doctor. He's had to tell me several times. His voice changes to a perfect imitation of a scientist.
Nova, wives shouldn't be naked in front of strangers.
Her voice returns to its usual high-pitched bubbliness with just a faint buzzing edge. So many rules for people who claim they want to overthrow society. Hi. Want to see another photo shoot pic? Yes, I want to see how cute she looks. Sounds fun, please show me. As promised, here's your reward. She looks very sleepy. Ta-da! This one is funny because I don't actually need to sleep. Keep doing your best. Okay, nothing right there. Talk about villainous background music is about to start. You see a beautiful blonde man in a fancy outfit sitting in one of the chairs. It's Felix! I think we talked about this one. Yeah, we did go to both of those last time, so I'm just gonna skip through that dialogue. Sorry if you didn't get to see it before. But, we did look at that, on Felix's route if you want to go back and watch the last video. Convention Center is about to close for the night, but the night is young. Time to head to the nightclub. We're probably gonna save and quit after this, I think. And then I might play a little bit of The Sims. Monster Factory. Spend time with Nova. You enter the nightclub and spot Nova sitting on a sofa close to the bar. She seems to be observing customers lining up to order drinks. You sneak over quietly as a ghost that's not wailing. But before you can say boo, Nova's head whips around. Hello, Skrulk. Eek! Oh, sorry. I know that biological humanoids tend to freak out when they see your head turn that far back. Her head stays still as she turns her body to face you too. I didn't freak out. I was just surprised. I didn't think you'd noticed me. Sure. But of course, I noticed you. You were reflected on the glass panel by the bar over there. Ah, you must have a high perception stat. Well, if you put our perception capacity into numerical form, yours being 10 on a conventional 1 to 20 scale, mine would be roughly 11,976. I would have guessed 20. That's good to know. So were you people watching?
Yes.
I was observing the humanoids buying alcohol, yes. Is it interesting? Fun? It's intriguing. I've been observing biological humanoids' behavior around mind-altering substances recently. Alcohol is a neurotoxin and can cause brain atrophy. Drinking it is like letting water rust your circuits. The capacity of meat brains is so limited already. Why does anyone want to impair their function further? Do you have any idea, Skrulk? Do you usually feel bad? No comment. But you know, people want to forget their worries and anxieties. Wouldn't it be better to deal with the source of the anxiety? Oh my god, she's gonna become my therapist. Holy shit. That's easier said than done. There are things you can't change yourself. I guess that's sometimes the case, but people tend to underestimate the effect they can have on the world. Yeah, but alcohol's a quick way to feel good. It's easier than conquering a land or changing your lifestyle. I know it releases endorphins in human brains, but are some hormones really worth the price? I don't know about hormones, but the feeling they create is debatably. I see. I'll consider this opinion in my research. So would you not try alcohol and drugs if you could?
Perhaps you misunderstood.
You misunderstand me. Of course I would. I don't understand this phenomenon, and because I have no first-hand experience, I have to rely on the unreliable accounts of biological humanoids. No doubt I could gather some valuable information if I was able to experience it myself. You do some people watching with Nova before you go back to your hotel room to get some sleep. Third day of the conference begins. The reception hall seems to be empty. Everyone wants to be enjoying the conference, saying hang out in the lobby. No one there, so I'm going to save. And we're gonna quit. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope if you enjoyed the video so far, if you're enjoying the game so far, that you hit the old like and subscribe buttons. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye!